These films are reality like ours, but not ours.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, I wish you. Happy birthday to you.
How do I feel about the second season? I feel really excited about it. It's very different to season one. I think it's a much bigger show. I hope fans enjoy it. I think there's some really big surprises. They're going to meet the man in the high castle himself. We go geographically in different places. You'll see a bit of Berlin in episode 1 and San Francisco and New York. So we've expanded both geographically and with the time jumping a bit. So you'll see a bit of everything. So I hope the fans enjoy it. Well, I haven't worked with Rufus Sewell. I don't want to work with him, so that's fine. Fed up with him. Another Brit. No. I haven't worked with Rufus. I'd like to work with Rufus. He plays the dapper Nazi guy, so he's always dressed really posh, and I'm always looking like an idiot in awful sort of dirty clothes. So I'd love to work with him. Who I didn't. I mean, we all kind of mix in really. It's a quite an ensemble piece. So I see most people, but also Tagomi I haven't really touched and seen yet. So I'd love to spend a few scenes with him and see if that. You never know. That might happen if we go in season 3. You never know. You never know. So yeah, there are a few. Me and Brendan, who plays Childen. Brennan Brown, he plays Childen, and we had some funny moments in his shop, the antique shop. Brennan is a bit of a geek and a bit of a nerd, really. So we seem to have a lot of fun with him, and I spent a lot of time with him in season 2. So it was nice to spend time with American, a New Yorker, and also he, for those Brits watching, used to do the orange advert, the orange film adverts. Do you remember those orange film adverts in the cinema? You remember? They would pitch. Do you remember they would pitch stuff? And so he's the guy who did the orange advert. So when I first saw him,
it was like my deputy head teacher.
Yeah, right. And so I opened the door to his trailer to say hello to him. And I was like, "Oh my God, you're the orange guy!" And he was like, "Oh my God, don't say that." So he was a little stunned. So it was a bit weird at first because I found myself working with the orange dude. But Brennan's a lovely boy, and we had a good laugh. So that was my big surprise of season 2, working with the orange man. Yeah, we did. Yeah. We've got quite a few new characters. My character Frank Frink, he moves sort of into a sort of darker side of San Francisco, the resistance side. So we have a few characters there appearing. Also, Luke Kleintank, who plays Joe Blake, he finds himself in new territory and meets a nice girl there. So you'll see her. And so there's new characters all around, a few popping in and out from all areas of the story. God, that's a really difficult question. If I had to change something in this world, like reality, if I had to change anything, I'd probably have the whole cast here tonight. Sadly, some of them are in New York doing press, and I'm all on my own. So yeah. So that's probably what would happen. Have us all here.
Yeah.
It's much more fun doing it with everyone else. Well, when I got the script initially, I hadn't read the book, if I'm honest.
It's been about 10 years.
So I felt a bit of an idiot. So I ran to a bookshop and got myself a copy, and I read the book. Because originally the pilot and episode 2 of season 1, was one night. So it was one script. So it was a 2-hour special originally. And so I kind of read this 2-hour special, read the book, and then suddenly realised how extraordinary this story is and what a brilliant idea it is. So that's the book for me has become increasingly important because it's got all the background really, and it gives you a real understanding of the world we try to create. And I hope people who watch the show might go and read the book because it's a brilliant book. Actually, it's a quick read.
Yeah.
It's only about something like that. It's like that thick. It's not very big.
Well, ironically, I've never actually seen the show. That's why I've come to make the effort to see the show. So I'm really bad at watching TV at home. So I've come out of my house in order to do it. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. It looks amazing. The trailer looks awesome. So I can't wait to see it. No, I'm not that aware of his work, so no. But I'm sure I will be after.
Minority Report?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, it's good.
I haven't actually read any of his stuff, but I think
I bet you've seen Minority Report.
Oh yeah, I have, yeah. And was he, I might be wrong, I'm now being filmed, but the android...
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Oh, Blade
It's
Runner.
based on why androids dream of electric sheep.
Okay, so yeah, I'm aware, I'm just not very good at my like names and books, but like Blade Runner is awesome. Oh yeah, definitely excited, yeah. A lot of good reviews, like I say, from everyone who I've invited.
Oh, you certainly get to know a lot more about the reels in season 2. We get a real understanding, and you meet the man on the high castle, as I've mentioned, so you get to understand what the connection between the man on the high castle and the film reels.
Yeah.
So that becomes a lot clearer, and that world is looked at in far greater depth. I think the creators, when they read the book, they felt, read the novel, they felt that for a TV show they needed to adapt a few things. So there are a few changes. One of the major changes is as you say, the propaganda book is now propaganda show film reels. And I think because TV is such a visual, we watch TV, I think actually film reels, it really works for the book. And there are a few other changes. My character, Frank and Juliana in the book are married and we're sort of divorcing, whereas in the show we're kind of girlfriend and boyfriend and then we split up. So it's slightly different. There's a few changes, but ultimately the characters are all there. But yes, so there are a few changes, as I said, and I think the hardcore fans, from what I gather, I've met a few, are okay with the changes that we've made. They just felt that they wanted to kind of not update it, but just make it more applicable to a visual medium, I think. But again, I don't really know the answer. I'm just sort of making it up, if I'm honest, really. But I think that's why, Well, kind of would like to visit the moon. But I don't want to go on the Branson thing, because I think, the Virgin kind of rocket's blown up, so this is a bit dangerous. So I'll wait until I know it's a bit safe. It's like Apple products. I never buy the first one, I always wait until the second edition, because the first one will always break. So, well, there you go. But I kind of want to have it tried and tested before I go to the moon. But yeah, again, the show, I'm hoping it will keep going, third season, maybe, we'll see in January, we'll find out in January, but, this show it can be so expansive and we can go in so many directions, so who knows, we might end up on Mars, who knows? Who knows? You're right, we're in New York and we're in Berlin, so what they often do, as a secret, they go and film there, but they film what they call plates, and so all the interiors are usually back in Canada where we film, and then they get sort of plate shots, so they establish where we are, and then they zoom into interiors, so we jump countries. So yeah, we didn't actually do that many scenes from what I can remember from season 2 in Berlin and New York, but they certainly went there.
Against people's wishes, but yeah, it is kind of confusing. I like both, but I mean, I kind of recently have gone into directing more. I just like it as, being, I suppose, the puppeteer instead of being the puppet, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, I mean, I like both. Whichever one will employ me. It's kind of, you have to kind of shut it off, I feel. There are points where you go, I don't know if I would direct it that way, but then it's not your job, so it's kind of step away from it.
Yeah, it felt really good. It felt awesome. It was, like Rio was an incredible place to go to the Olympics, and to win was perfect, obviously. But yeah, Tokyo in 4 years, massively appealing. And if I'm not 100%, but yeah, I probably would love to be there.
I'm directing another film in March that will probably be out in 2018. As far as acting, I'm playing Xbox. It's called Eternal Beauty, and it's a psychological drama about a paranoid schizophrenic. That's like comedy. It'll be like a Disney film.
Well, that's very kind of you to ask. I will reel off my CV. No.
You brought a copy?
Well, right now I've just got a film out called American Pastoral, directed by Ewan McGregor, Jennifer Connelly. I play Ewan McGregor's brother in that. So you can see me in American Pastoral. It's kind of fun because I'm actually in prosthetics for that job. So you'll see me age 60, age 27, 37, about 60. So I play a 60-year-old bloke. It was kind of weird. 7 hours of makeup. So American Pastoral, and also on the 23rd of December on BBC Radio 2. We're doing the Christmas Carol on BBC Radio 2, so you'll see that, hear that rather, on BBC Radio 2. Friday night is music night. I've just done that with Mark Gatiss from Sherlock. So we've just done a bit of that, and so that's it really. But yeah, American Pastoral and The Boy. I did a movie called The Boy. That's just come out as well. A bit of a horror movie. So yeah, I've been busy, but it's been nice. It's been a good year.
Most people are different, depending on whether they're hungry, safe, or scared.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.